Hello, Highlanders and colleagues. I trust this message finds you well and looking forward to the holiday season. We have been through so much the last 9 months, but let us always be mindful of all that we do have. Although Thanksgiving is traditionally celebrated with family and friends, and because this year will be harder to get together in person and celebrate as usual, it is even more important to let those you love know that you are still thinking of them and that you are thankful for their presence in your life. So for me, it's very easy. I am very thankful for my family and my friends and all that I do have. Also, please know how very grateful I am for all of you, my Highlands family. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Good morning, Highlands. Today is Wednesday, November 25th. I'm Jacob Makovsky.
And I'm Daniela Suarez. Happy almost Thanksgiving. Just one more day before you start feasting on your turkey and mashed potatoes, and we want to give a thanks to you for joining us. Lots of news to get on today's show, including what our Highlanders are doing for the holiday, a strange monolith in the Utah desert, and in sports, it's the champion show with several of our teams reigning supreme. First up is Jacob with a big event here on campus this past Monday.
Thanks, Daniela. A few weeks ago, with the holidays approaching and COVID being a big concern, school administration hatched a plan to make it a bit easier for those who will be spending time with family. Knowing that you're COVID negative might make it feel a bit better to give Grandma and Pop a hug for Thanksgiving. So on Monday, hundreds of area residents came to Highlands to get a free COVID-19 test. As many as 600 residents from Hohokus, Allendale, and Upper Saddle River were invited to register and get the test. Northern Highlands faculty and their immediate families were also invited, including the entire Nadal clan, giving the youngest and oldest a chance to get swabbed. The process of testing is simple. Testing workers either perform or allow you to do the nasal swab 15 times around each nostril. After that, the swab is then placed in a vial and filed for processing. Tester Diana Rodriguez says in spite of the virus, it's largely an upbeat experience.
Oh my God, my experience here has been fabulous, fantastic. I've had a lot of group of great people in here, and I love doing this. This is very important for the community, for everybody to actually continue keeping safe and make sure the numbers go down.
Test results are reportedly available today. If you got a test, log on to the website where you registered to get your results. Daniela?
Thanks, Jacob. With the holidays coming up and the coronavirus making a massive surge around the country, one of the biggest questions is, should you travel or not? NHTV reporter Alyssa Post has more on what Highlanders are doing and saying about it.
During the holiday season, many people want to travel and see their families to get away from work and school. But because of COVID-19, many people are still wondering if they should go. When asked if they were traveling or not, more than 80% of Highlanders said that they weren't. And more than 50% said that coronavirus was the main reason why they weren't. According to the CDC, more than 1 million coronavirus cases have been reported in the United States over the last 7 days. Since these numbers are rapidly increasing, they recommend to only celebrate with people that you live in your house with. But if you are traveling, to take certain precautions. You should first check infection rates in the place you are going. If the numbers are high, you should consider rescheduling to a later date or doing it virtually. When traveling, try not to use public transportation because those are places you could easily get infected. If you are at somebody's house, try to gather outside rather than inside if possible. If you do have people indoors, you should avoid touching them and staying 6 feet apart. If you're not eating or drinking, you should also keep your mask on and wash your hands often. Just remembering these few simple precautions could help stop the spread of COVID-19.
No one can deny that this will be the strangest Thanksgiving in modern history. Reporter Jamie Lebowitz has more on how Highlanders plan to spend the holiday.
Due to the spread of the coronavirus, Thanksgiving will be very different this year. In New Jersey, Governor Phil Murphy has restricted indoor gatherings to a max of 10 people. The world-famous Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in New York City has not been canceled, but there is a very limited attendance. The limit on outdoor gatherings also dropped from 500 people to just 150 people. Now let's see what some Northern Highland students are doing for Thanksgiving this year.
This Thanksgiving, I'm probably just gonna spend it with my family and have a normal Thanksgiving dinner in the house because of like COVID and stuff.
For Thanksgiving, I'm going to be spending it with my immediate family due to the coronavirus.
I'm just staying with my immediate family due to COVID.
Out of those few students, it seems like they are all following the guidelines and doing their part. For NHTV, I'm Jamie Lebovitz.
In other Highlands news, congratulations to Miss Albano and the Northern Highlands Yearbook staff. This year's Highlands Yearbook, Up in the Air, was recently nationally recognized by Balfour for its outstanding theme. Each year, there's an annual photo shoot at Highlands for the yearbook. This year, to visually represent the theme, the yearbook decided to pursue a smoke bomb photo shoot in masks. This shows the uncertainty of this year, not to mention the virus being in the air. Due to the three-day rotation schedule, the photo shoot was scheduled on 3 separate days. The yearbook staff used red smoke bombs from Enola Gay, giving each student that participated about a minute window for photos. Way to go, yearbook team!
In other news, it's a story right out of the movies, and the question is it science fiction or just a strange piece of artwork? On Monday, a television helicopter pilot was helping some state wildlife officers count bighorn sheep in the Canyonlands National Park in southern Utah when he discovered something very strange. In a small canyon in a far remote area of the desert stood a solid steel monolith standing 12 feet high and 10 feet wide. There's no indication of how it got there or why it's there at all. The scene resembles the famous 1968 Stanley Kubrick film, 2001: A Space Odyssey, and while there are no indications, yet that is a place there by an alien intelligence, it has not stopped people from talking about the reasons for its presence there. A former colleague and friend of our own Mr. Nadal, Alex Cabrera of KSL TV in Salt Lake City, broke the story, which has now gone around the world. Cabrera says the exact location of the find is being kept secret because of its remote and dangerous location. Now what would be better than going from the strange to sports? Let's hear from Ty, where it was a great week for Highlands ball teams. Ty?
Thanks, Danielle. It was an incredible week for the Highlands soccer programs as both the boys and girls teams beat Melbourne to win the state sectional finals. The boys played on a beautiful day on Saturday and pulled off a hard-fought 1-0 victory in double overtime. Wyatt Cosgrove saved the Highlanders on several different occasions with clutch saves, and myself, Ty Pennington, scored in the 97th minute off of a beautiful pass from Derek Madonna to bring the silverware back home to Highlands. This was the first sectional final won by the boys team since assistant coach Joey Torres won his own in 2013. The girls team had a much easier time winning the sectional final as they beat Melbourne 4-0. The opening goal was scored by Carly Rienbauer off of a rebound from a Reagan Klarman free kick. Klarman ended up getting herself a goal as she extended the lead late in the match to 4-0. Anna Shudo didn't have much to do, but was reliable and called on in net with 4 saves. Congratulations to both the boys and girls teams on 2 terrific seasons. Now let's see what the jokester AJay has to say about the weather. AJay?
Thanks, Ty. Ha! That's not me. It's simply just a cardboard recreation or cutout of me. Anyway, awesome pick aside. Good morning, Highlands. I'm AJay, and this is your weather forecast. Today will be cloudy, with a temperature hitting a high of 54 degrees and a low of 44 degrees, with slight rain at night. Tomorrow, Thanksgiving, it will rain. The temperature will be hitting a high of 59 degrees and a low of 44 degrees. A good day to stand and enjoy a nice meal with the family around you, or a cardboard cutout of yourself. Friday and Saturday will be partly cloudy. Sunday will be sunny. Monday and Tuesday is seen to have rain, and Wednesday and Thursday will also be partly cloudy. I'm AJay. This has been the weather. Now, how about we head back to Danielle and Jacob?
And finally today, back again is our own Matthew and Matt to let us know what you can put on the screen this Thanksgiving in this week's installment of That's Entertainment.
Gobble, gobble, gobble. It's turkey season, Highlands. Or is it? I mean, it's supposed to be time for turkey and fun, but I don't know about you. I think my Thanksgiving has had a little too much Christmas hidden in the stuffing. Christmas ads, merchandise, and decorations galore, am I right? let's fix that, shall we? I'm joined, as usual, by my special guest, Matt. Matt, where will your family be staying?
Why didn't you tell me we were starting? Could you repeat the question?
Great! Now, Matt, I'm sure you know most of our viewers will be without their families on Thanksgiving, since, unlike you, they want to stay safe.
What are you talking about?
Christmas movies are everywhere, but can you recommend to me 4 great Thanksgiving films?
You know, I really wish you would give me a script beforehand.
Well, one of my favorite Thanksgiving films is The Fantastic Mr. Fox. It's a hilarious, charming little film that simply embodies the fall aesthetic. I couldn't recommend it more. Alongside the last great film by director John Hughes, or one of the last ones, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. It's absolutely going to leave you in stitches. And who could forget A Charlie Brown Thanksgiving? Might not be as well known as its Christmas counterpart, but it's still a heartwarming tale. Matt, that was great. But I only counted 3 films. Well, maybe you should count better. You were never good at math. Remember high school? Sorry, I was trying to be funny. I didn't. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Matt, you can get going. In the meantime, I think I'm all Thanksgivinged out. At least, until I've had my stuffing. Until then, let's enjoy a little bit more Thanksgiving before Christmas overwhelms us. Back to you, Jacob and Daniela.
And that's our show for today. Thanks so much for watching. Happy Thanksgiving, Jacob.
You too, Daniela. Happy Thanksgiving to all you Highlanders. When we get back next week, we'll see you right here on NHTV.